Because watching that video is like, y'all not serious. Y'all fighting over a parking spot, and then y'all decide to jump her over a parking spot. They decided to jump Jada McPherson over a parking spot.
Hello guys, welcome to the Real World List. I'm your host Betty. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. For those who have, thank you so much. So guys, in today's story, it's not just about a parking spot. It's about how quickly things can spiral in America when tension is already high. In Queens, New York, a young woman ended up in a violent over something as simple as moving a trash can. And what happened next says a lot about where we are as a society. Guys, a 21-year-old college student, Jada, pulled up to park her car. The spot was on public street, but there were trash cans sitting in it, holding it for someone else. Guys, those trash cans belonged to a mother-daughter duo, a 45-year-old Andrea and a 21-year-old Sabrina Saman. So when Jada moved them so that she could park, things escalated fast. Now, report says punches were thrown, hair was pulled, and racial slurs were exchanged. The whole thing was caught on video. And by the next day, it was all over social media. Police charged the two women with assault and harassment. They later issued an apology, but Jada didn't accept it. Guys, about 100 people came out in support of Jada, holding signs and chanting, "Protect Black women." But even with that show of love, she decided to move out of the neighborhood. That's how much this shook her. Guys, before we continue, let's just pause and see what people actually had to say.
Say what you want to say about New Yorkers and people who live in New York City, but when something like what happened in Queens, where this young lady got into an entire brawl over a parking spot in Queens, an unhinged mother, Andrea Demetro, and her daughter, Sabrina Starr, and one unidentified male. Side note, I thought the daughter was also a guy, so I thought it was two guys and the mother, but turns out it was two women and the unidentified guy. You start to see how the city actually comes together, because watching that video is like, y'all not serious. Y'all fighting over a parking spot, and then y'all decide to jump her over a parking spot. They decided to jump Jada McPherson over a parking spot. Now, I'm seeing videos before I understood what happened. I'm seeing videos of people camping outside, and I'm like, what's going on? They're showing the parking spot, they're showing the camera. So I did some digging. The good news, the mother has been charged, and the daughter has been charged. Now, they're still looking for the dude who placed the trash can there, and right now he's probably ducking. I hope Jada is doing well, because there's no way they did all of that for a parking spot. And I know parking spots are hard to come by, but to jump somebody for a parking spot, I salute everybody that's standing up for Jada. Y'all are real ones.
There's a video floating around social media right now that I'm sure y'all have all seen 1,000, if not a million times, about the woman being assaulted and brutally beaten in Queens, New York. And I chose not to show that video because every time I see it, it pisses me off. This goes out to the Black men across this country, and men in particular. But right now, talking about New York, Queens, some of Brooklyn too. And coming up in the town, there was a time when women and children were off limits, no matter what happened and how we was moving in the street. But this shit now seems to be accepted, and it's okay and explained away. New York dudes, what's good? Men, what's good with y'all? Jill Scott, she made a song some years back. Black brother, my brother, I'll never try to hurt you. There was a black man standing on the stoop in a UPS uniform. And brother, if you're watching, do you think you helped her or did you hurt her? You harmed and hurt her just as bad as they did. Two men and the mother, you stood by and watched brutally violate a black woman and did nothing. The man with the cane showed and exemplified more courage than the men who just stood around and did nothing. Y'all did nothing. And I'm talking to New York. I ain't seen nothing on this app yet where no groups of men have been on that block yet. And if anybody out there has the Addy or just the general vicinity, please send it and share it with me. Please. Because I'm going to be in the town this weekend. And I'm going to go over there if I get that Addy with a gang of my Brooklyn hooligans and some peacemakers. And they got some splaining to do, you see. I'm about laying those old Negro spiritual hands. Yeah. Because this shit crazy. And why? Men, dudes, I done seen a lot of y'all in the Cassie and Diddy comments talking about how wrong that was and what he did to her, and I agree with y'all. Where y'all at on this? Get in the comments. We're talking about New York right now. Because too many of y'all is acting real sassy and zesty and sooky. You're carrying pocketbooks and all kind of other shit in the town with your Jordans on at the same time. I'm like, wow. And where we at with it? Because this shit is unacceptable. There's no way that we should be sitting back on this app and watch abuse of women go down like that. And I see why a lot of the sisters be up here talking about black men, why you ain't protecting us? This is just one of the instances I can see what they're talking about. You know, not all of them, because sometimes, you know, some women be doing some crazy shit and then talking about, brother, protect me. But in this instance right here, I'm fucking pissed. And I need to know where New York City is at on this shit, man. Need to get active. And the men need to get active. All across the country. Like, yo, we just allowing shit to happen like that. Now, the sister, she was wrong for the immigrant comment, but did that warrant that type of beating and abuse? I don't know. Come on. Shit crazy, yo. And I'm pissed.
Welcome back, guys. So, this isn't something to joke about. This is another reminder that small conflicts can explode into something ugly, especially when race and public respect gets involved. Parking in big cities is stressful, yes, but the moment we feel entitled to public property and we react to violence when challenged, we've already crossed a dangerous line. And here's the other thing. When you attack someone in public in this age of smartphones, you're not just facing legal trouble, you're facing the court of public opinion. And that court can be even harsher. What gets me is how normal this kind of escalation is becoming. Road rage, street fights, viral videos of people losing it over small things. We've all got to stop and think, if I lose my temper here, what is it going to cost me? A fine, jail, my reputation, my peace? Because for Jada, it wasn't just about a parking spot. It became a story about safety, respect, and how quickly a normal day can turn into a life-changing moment. Guys, let's just pause and hear what Jada and the mother had to say.
I was just thinking about my mom, you know, because I know the parking was being held for her. I just, for the safety of my mother, I wanted to see what was going on. The moment my mom had arrived and approached her calmly, she just started calling her racial slurs, threatening her, calling her an old, ugly.
She wouldn't shut up. She
the
wouldn't
whole
shut up
9 yards.
whatsoever, like at all.
The whole 9 yards. So I officially got out the building, and I slightly approached her to see what was going on. And I was like, "What happened?" Because, you know, these insults were being heard by everyone for a whole 30 minutes straight. She wouldn't, like, stop yelling. And I wouldn't understand if we reacted that way for a parking, but it wasn't for a parking. It was the way she approached us and provoked us for a whole 30 minutes straight. till the 45-minute mark where we got arrested because we were just only sticking up for ourselves.
I regret that. It was very wrong of me to do. Very wrong of me to do. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. I regret it. But to get humiliated and mentally abused for 45 minutes, her calling me names and provoking the situation.
I apologize for approaching myself the way I did it after being provoked. It's not the answer.
And she knows the truth.
Guys, let me leave you with this. If you're faced with someone saving a public spot with a trash can, would you maybe let it go? Or if you're the one saving it, would you maybe ask yourself whether the fight was actually worth it? Drop your comments in the comment section, guys. What would you have done if you are in Jada's shoes? Let's talk, guys. Let me know. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. Also leave a like and actually share the video. Till the next one, guys. Bye.